led by people who have bought into this life which we created, life which we are sucking the life out of now. We will suck the life out of you. Knock the wind out of your sail. The wind we put in your sail.
When they were coming, they said they were liberators. When they were coming, they said they were liberators. But when they kill their ground, they change their mind. When they kill their
Oh yes,
they change their mind.
another day, and what a great opportunity it feels to be right back, folks, behind these microphones on a brand new Tuesday morning from the nation's capital in Monrovia. This is your favorite breakfast platform. Yesterday we were not on the different online platforms, so we were working behind the scenes to make sure that today we're able to serve breakfast to our diaspora followers, especially so that today we are having a special guest from the U.S., the erudite Isaac W. Jackson, former Deputy Minister for Public Affairs, the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism. And of course, Liberia's special representative to the International Maritime Organization, a politician, a lawyer, an ambassador, all within so folks, at 9 o'clock, a very fiery political conversations about the issues that matter to Liberia. And today, Isaac Jackson will be speaking to us in his capacity as the national spokesperson for the upcoming July 17 National Protest Action, organized under the banner of STAND, Solidarity and Trust Movement. We talk all of the issues that matter, of course, the politics, the economics, the governance decisions, the most latest ones. Gauge his thoughts and views on the most trending, as we zero in on preparation, effectiveness, and of course, of the protest action. Why are they protesting? Is the protest still holding? But in the meantime, between time, we look at other issues. This rights thing, new developments are coming up, and of course, we're seeing different video footage of members of the rescue government with big head-about trucks distributing the very same Saudi rice all around the place. So how you hold other people for distributing the rice? You can't be distributed the same rice, but you're not willing to hold yourself. And this is where many pundits have said the intent is political, and of course it's targeted at just demoralizing the voices of political opponents. And we believe these are not good signs. Not at all. Freedom Money Rise, Freedom 87.9, the big station. The rains have started already. Yesterday was it's a very, very challenging one for most of our folks in the lowland areas, because Monrovia is suburbs. We saw and witnessed lots of flooding situation, and of course, most interestingly, the railroads that the government brags about during the drought that they have paved, and others will say you can move from here to Maryland in 2 hours. We're getting video. The roads have gone back to default setting. So what kind of government is this? You take millions, and during the dry season, you create fake news about road pavements. As soon as small rain say "pem," then the battery can start shaking. As soon as the public battery shake, and Katumu Foundation too can start splitting. Then our road then going back to default. But my name is Abu Sharif, and of course, Hagar is going to join in. We're going to have conversations about these in the meantime until our guests will join us subsequently at 9 o'clock this morning on the big station. So the Win Liberia is also on. Yesterday, the process was tested, and today we are giving you just the same amount. You can win up to $10,000 this morning on the Win Liberia platform by dialing star 255 star 1 hash, star 255 star 1 hash. Qualify to win yourself 5, 6, 10,000 Liberian dollars this morning, Tuesday morning. And of course, today is the first day of July, the first half of the year, 2025.
What kind of people they so? They are freedom fighter. What kind of people they so?
Win big, win Liberia, and star 2255 star 1 hash.
The freedom fighter, you killing our children. They are freedom fighters.
Good morning, Hagar. Welcome.
Good morning, Abu. Good morning to you, and good morning to Liberians following us here this morning. It's good to be back here, especially on the Tuesday's edition of the program, the Freedom Morning Rise. And it's good that we are here together to talk the Liberian people talk and to identify some of these ills in society. Abu, I was shocked this morning when I came across the video that I sent you about this entire thing of the government that is prosecuting people for the Saudi rise. The very government. Yesterday, a disclosure was made by one of our callers who said Mark Jabate was involved into distributing those rice out of the country. That's it, out in Cape Mount and other parts of the country. And yes, we can see again another staff from the National Disaster Management Agency is caught on a video distributing this very same old Saudi rice. But the government is here talking about prosecuting. At least if you want to do it, let's understand what it is, what this entire thing is about. If the guys took the rice in totality, that all they took, it's better you make it known to the public. But if they have the talk, or you think that the people talk, make it clear and say this is what the government received, and this is what we inherited, and this is what the previous government expended, and how they use this, and all how they distributed it. But you can just come and say,
but you make it like you know nothing but
make
the
it
people took all before you
yes,
came.
we got photo as well of Mama Kability, who also was caught on camera distributing this very rice to Muslims, to Muslims in the country. And it's good that we're here, like you said, we're here to give our money to people. So it's up to you now. The time is 7 minutes up to 8 o'clock. So between now to at least 8:10, 17 minutes from now, if we can have you playing the radio game, the Wings Liberia giveaway, then yes, you stand a chance to receive instant cash prize of 4,000, 5,000, or 10,000, between 4,000 straight up to 10,000. That's what it is. You could be lucky to win any of these amounts. So yes, it is up to you. Like we said, star 255 hash. Sorry, it should be star 255 star 1 hash. Yes, star 255 star 1 hash is the code, and then between now to whenever we can have it. Depending on if you can play, we have it before even 8 o'clock, just us like we did yesterday. We want to do more draws so that at least between now to 10 o'clock, we can have many of you winning And if we can do so, it will be good for us, because that's what we are committed to doing here, and it's important. And we here this morning. So let's watch and see how it work out here. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code. Star 255 star 1 hash. Don't follow the previous code normally that we were using before. No, we've changed from that system. And when you, like Abu said yesterday, when you play there, you are doing it at your own race, because we don't have a control of what it is over there. And so you have to do it right here. And then yes, you move on. Star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code.
So you got to play by instruction.
Yes.
Follow the instructions.
So just follow the instruction like I am giving this morning. If you want to be a part of our winners for today, because we're here to give our money to you, just play star 255 star 1 hash is the code. And then yes, you're good. You move on to win between 4,000 to 10,000 here this morning is what we are giving out to our followers. So let's see what it will be like between now to at least 8 minutes or 10 minutes past 8 o'clock this morning. Are we want us to take Crime Stoppers before we come back quickly?
Yeah, that we got to do. And then when we come back, we'll have to guess, look at some things here. It's important. But let's do with the Crime Stopper. So please, y'all got to play. We now go around. That for your opinion, we can be doing all kind of things. We'll go around. We're looking for cash giveaway. We'll not bring win like bro. They say everybody in the country will win.
And it's important,
right? Why the president is reburying?
I'm told today there should be another reburial. Yeah, today I'm told.
See, everybody looking for the ancestor. So you gotta remember some of the ancestor name from Nimba.
Yeah.
So
we
die, and we get full account. Everybody
So all of those who
I saw people writing King Sao Boso, the Kula people to say King Long Peter. And everybody just put your own ancestor that died in the country here and they sacrifice for the country. But the Parker said he will make sure he rebury everybody. So everybody will be satisfied.
At least everybody benefit from the reburial.
Yeah, reburial. So we'll go. Maybe I just want them to rebury Alaji TV command now. Yeah, do the puppet on too. So let's go for this break for Crime Stopper, and of course we'll be right back.
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. That it can't take your life. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper
Cyan. Old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper.
It's from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop it. Crime for all of us. Crime Stopper. The people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper. Stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper. Keeping us safe, let's stop it. Crime for all of us. No boyfriend, no worries.
Do you want the professionals to fix your car, or do you need an original spare parts for your vehicle? Well, worry no more. Macabre Garage and Spare Parts on the bypass opposite Orange Head Office is that place. At Macabre, we provide the following services: mechanical, technical work, computer diagnosis and scanning, key duplication and programming, air conditioning, alarm system, and body wagon spray. We also sell genuine and generic spare parts for Range Rover, Mercedes-Benz, Suzuki, Chevrolet Tahoe, Nissan and Mazda, and most American cars. The good news is that Macabre has its head garage in the Bronx, New York, the USA, where we have a huge stockpile of Ford synthetic mobile oil that is very good for your vehicles. Some of these oils, when used, can service your vehicle by itself for up to 4 to 6 months. We have gas treatment and fuel injector cleaner, original from the USA. We can get you any spare part for your car in Liberia from America in 4 working days, even if we are not the one working on your car. We also order spare parts for other garages in Liberia. We have a tow truck service. Get in touch with us. Just call 0778-324-567, 0778-320-366, or 0778-324-566. Macabre Garage and Spare Parts, Liberia's #1.
It's about music. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, you report it. Don't take law in your hands for the real authority. That it can't take care of it. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing.
Oh, yes, indeed. Crime Stopper Liberia. And folks, welcome back. So this is how we like to begin the conversation. But just before we do, like we told you, today we are paying 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, depending on which one you are qualified for. But it is open up to $10,000 this morning on a regular. *255 *1 hash, *255 *1 hash. Like I told you on yesterday, what you do basically, just delete the other code, and then you save the new code in your phone. And hard time me and I let people get I say hard time. So you delete the other one, you put the other one. If you're a man, you can put my wife. If you're a woman, you can put my husband, because the thing I bring you money, come here. So the code here, you can save it. Save all the getting, you can save the code as my wife. *255, my husband, sorry. *255 *1 hash. Then you save it, my husband. So as soon as David come on the show, you won't play, you just go straight to my husband, you flock it. And you put it in gear. Your husband will bring something for you. You gotta understand the idea behind it. Because your husband always, when you make requests, your husband can. So you pump in my husband, your husband will bring out of the 4,000, the 5,000, or the 10,000, you have a chance. Star 255 *1#. The more you play, the better your chances are to win. Yesterday, while we were on the show, there were lots of winners, and the highest play we had was 5. And, people playing 5 times, and they won significantly. So you can go ahead and do just the same, right? This is exactly what it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some money. But just before anything, and we can do our first draw while we are waiting you to do and play your part, right? This morning, we're gonna do a little talking. But just so you know, again, the Ministry of Labor is in another web of or what you might call it, work permit scandal. Another web of work permit scandal, right? So how they been doing the work permit thing, certain people there, they will not go through the government, and you will send it to one, and then they will go to collect that one other way. So that other thing now can't auto on the evil that record breaking labor minister Cornelio Crappa, and that the dog can be wearing a shirt thing the but anyway, so Rolando K. Warhill holds 2 of the most powerful positions at the National Identification Registry, Controller and Acting Deputy Executive Director for Administration, making him the man who approves, supervises, and audits his own work in a troubling setup that has raised red flags over conflict of interest and unchecked authorities. This is another news coming from the National Identification Registry. The man that controller, at the same time he deputy.
Double dipping.
Yeah, double dipping, conflict of interest, and stealing, everything going on, right? So the other man finish selling the labor permit, then you go. Part of all the labor thing, the work, the Labrador job is selling. Then you say, okay, Labrador government will take 60 people will be bringing their own money to me directly every year.
Let's call our winner here. We told you we want to give you money. It's 7 minutes.
Did it adjustment?
Yeah, I think it did.
Okay.
So yes, let's do a draw.
So we're just terminate to call our friend, but just for you to know, every morning we can hear that new stealing news. You hear new one every time. So let's call our first winner, then we'll start firing from the other Selena on this side.
Let's talk to this person right here. Hoping that you can pick *799 *11. Sorry. So this thing is morning. No, walk away from your radio, please.
Hello.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
This is Hagar Gonda, and I'm here with Abu Sharif. We are calling you from Freedom FM.
I'm from monitoring.
Did you play the Wings Liberia cash giveaway this morning on Freedom Morning Rise?
I'm from.
How did you play it?
*255*1#.
So you had a call. You won yesterday.
Confirmed.
Okay. And even after the show, say I mistakenly sent you something. You did not call me to say, oh, but it was actually a mistake that I sent it. But it's okay. So you've won for yourself $4,000 check up on your phone this morning.
Okay. Thank you. And then regarding this.
Yeah. So let's talk that. Let's talk that off air. That one up here. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you sent a message on the other.
Mistakenly did something. He got a number similar to another number that I have my phone. I want to send something.
Boy, you not made a mistake with my number. Yeah, you can make a mistake. You make a mistake. We put it. Can't call me. You make a mistake. But yeah, man. So that is that, right? In Baga government, one man can hold 2 positions. That man is supposed to make sure on finances, who pay what, blah blah blah. At the same time, the man also supposed to be the one making the request for the payment at the same time. Then the labor minister will be giving out a work permit. At the same time, passing around, you see the work permit thing what are giving, you must take 42 for the 2 Chinese people on a work permit, you must bring that one straight to me and my dollar. Need it. Yeah.
Why my dollar two there get a ghost name?
A dollar get 24 ghost name, 72
ghost name.
Then a pa get 42 Chinese worker. So when you add Cornelia crab pa for the 2 Chinese worker to her 74 ghost name,
people getting
the
rich.
crab family really
they
eating their show on Bwaka.
Yeah.
Right? For the 2 Chinese men, they're grabbing already.
So yes, let's go star 255 hash.
Right.
One person who get easily. So it's star 255 star 1 hash is the code, and then you stand a chance right here to be a part of our winners here. So we want to see
so 24 Chinese
plus
72 ghost name Cornelia Crab and her pa to eating the show on Bwaka government. And, when you find a donkey, everybody when you find a donkey, right?
Everybody get another
so
jump.
But I got a family donkey for the crab family, a family donkey. So they grabbing, they can ride. The other person riding, carrying all the way to Bokonji. They grabbing from there.
They may have to get money to facilitate his daughter's campaign. Probably 2029. She will want to
make your own campaign.
Yeah, it could be too. In fact, in the MDR, there is currently some level of rift between the vice president and, of course, the newly elected senator. But we're keeping that one for another day. We're doing more fast findings and
okay.
So what we saw before, what we preempt before, we should say we are close to kickstarting the ball.
Exactly.
Yes, but we give it more time. Let it set in. We won't give people the sense in the meantime. Let allow it set in, then we can get to business.
So they say the leaked document reveals that each of the 42 waivers was secured through a direct payment of $250 to the minister personally.
Okay.
So
$250 United States.
$250 United States.
So
the Chinese people.
So let's multiply the 200 by how much? 250
by 42
times 42 is equal to 10,500. 10,500.
10,500.
I want to have pocket change
annually, right? At 10,500 because at 2 years you not spending. So times 2.
Yeah, so it's 21,000.
$21,000. So folks, that means in the 2 years, probably call it 21,000 for the 42.
Mm-hmm.
Why it don't cutting or ghost?
Cutting a significant portion of rescue from the.
Then when next year I only be taking because the supervisor they get making sleep, and so that the whole thing.
So
this is where we are. So
we doing all this. Yeah. I think I got them already. Let me see. I have a share with this platform. So we. While we're doing so, we want to give more money to you this morning.
You're not going. Later on, finish. We gotta go send the book of condolence.
Yeah, we have to go. In fact, we have to go from a part of that.
We have to go. If you have not signed the book of condolence yet,
we have to go.
We'll finish because if you not sign the top family own or your own family own can,
we're not go there to go sign. So you have to. We will be passing around now signing. In fact, today I'm told that the memorial service.
Service.
Yeah, from here we'll be going for that memorial.
From rescue government, rescue mission.
You saw the billboard. The guys have printed billboard for you. Yeah, I got it here with this flame.
From rescue mission to reburial mission.
It's interesting.
Everybody.
I want to get that video of the.
We rebury everybody.
No, we have to.
Yeah,
we have to. All those who in fact the men that got executed, we are also
Bwaka went to Nimba for Prince Johnson burial and praised Prince Johnson and told the Nimba people that Prince Johnson was a revolutionary hero. Everything he did was justified,
including the killing of
he stood for the people of Nimba County. Ain't you finish saying now to Nimba? From rescue to reburial, correct. Then
reburial mission.
Then he left from Nimba, right? Then he left from Nimba. He went to Grenjida. When Grenjida, he told the Grenjida and the Crown people, he said,
Prince Johnson was a wicked old man.
Was a wicked man. He killed Doe, and what they did to Doe was bad. and stuff. After he finished telling Nimba,
after he telling my
then
boss,
he go Grange and start spoiling the men. He say that man are not hero.
In fact, to tell you how deceptive it was, Abu, the old man did not attend the funeral, the burial.
Okay.
Yeah,
Of Samido.
No, he did not. So what happened was he actually went there, just like normal that stuff. So after that program that they had, if Abe left, he did not attend the burial as anybody who went there.
But anyway,
so after it was said that the Babe left from here and went for the burial, that burial, he did not form a part of it.
Because he said no that Wagner inside the Sunday.
Yeah.
Then he left from there and finished pouring Prince Johnson knee and praising Do in Grange there. Then go to Moro, go to the Tobo family.
And then they said Do was a wicked
Do that again, see? Your man,
Ababe is somebody very interesting.
So the man is waking up old wounds, right? Waking wounds and just sowing seed of discord, right? So the man putting slap in Ellen's face. Say, yeah, man, Ellen, for example, Ellen told the whole world that do an idiot, blah blah blah. And she condemned the regime. She won't see. She refused to take it simply because she said the Do people took her to Bella Yala, and the army people raped her. They did all kinds of things. So Ellen has not felt fine about Do, right? She has always believed that everything that happened to Do, he deserved it, right? Ellen, because mama, women are raped, rape, and especially gang rape.
They get traumatized
and all of that. She mentioned in her book. So his own boss facing that kind of psychological torture owing to the gang rape that happened through the Do administration, right? Baga say, you don't man that woman that was sitting on there dignifying getting state burial, 21 gun salute. So I know how Ellen will be feeling right now where she is. But
Ellen have not had
so
that
probably
positive.
Technically somebody can say Baka is actually trying to say, oh, Ellen lie on do the thing. What you say, she was just trying to scheme for political reason. So they're not true, they don't mind her. Okay, so they're probably not correct.
No.
But this is exactly what it is. But let's come home now to the real issues that's happening in the country. The president said they build the rules. They're passing around and ballot-driven senators and lawmakers were giving her all kind of order because the sun was shining. The rain now start coming down, so let's do an assessment of Baka Road project in the southeast. Videos have already started coming out. We have some of them here already. We got
them, and let's display them this morning. And when we come back from there, we'll give you money here on the Wings Liberia program. We're here on Freedom 87.9. So the code is star 255 star 255 star 1 hash. So just use your Lone Star MTN mobile money phone and then enter star 255 star 1 hash. Okay. And then the next question will be how many times, what's the currency you want to play from? LD is at 1, and then USD is at 2. $1 is either 50 cents or you choose the 100 LD. And then with that, you stand a chance to receive between 4 to 10,000 here this morning.
Has nominated the new
Chief Justice, Councilor. Yes, Councilor Baisi.
So after that descending view.
Yeah, the descending view and entire. Yeah, but let's get to this. You want us to display the videos now?
Yeah, let's do.
Okay, right? So for those of you following us online, it's important.
Just wherever you are.
So we can Philadelphia.
A huge between.
So the SK is on the.
So we can Philadelphia.
And we are getting to the weekend. See the traffic? You not get for phone when a huge between. A huge between.
So the SK are facing the road.
So we can Philadelphia.
And we are getting to the weekend. See the traffic? You not get for fun. When you know how to ride, you can't grab through. Grab through road and start it again. No, you have to walk out. This Esca is huge between.
Right? We did not say he finished facing the southeast road, right? We did not say that. But every year,
between.
we not face the southeast road.
The weekend, Philadelphia.
When we
are getting to the weekend.
I think I put this sign there. When
they traffic.
The 200 million, they said
you not get for fun. When you know how to ride, you can't grab through. Grab through road and start it again.
For those of you following us,
no, you have to walk out.
Why would the government start to be deceptive and lying about everything?
This is another video. Even motorbike. Even motorbike.
They say they put money in the budget to go face the road, right? To maintain the road, to allow the road.
And Abu, that's what I said last time. I give you know that parable about when you're being attacked or whatever. The government is not making it clear to Liberians that there is still, or international partners, that there is still challenge with rules and other things. The government is making it appear like, yes, we've done everything that is stuck. But it's stuck in what? Trust, I think, is going to sit over there until the sun shine for like a week or two. Because it's not even one set. In fact, they are trucks. Oh? Nasano what? Not far from River Says. Nasano there. So yes, continue to play. Roma Bwaka Road basically the whole thing there. Out man, Giddings is benefiting already what he want to benefit. So whether you cry, you not cry, the people not enjoy it.
The ground dry and thin, the boat passing boom, boom, boom. Then they will take it. Oh yeah, Braga not fit the rule.
Yeah.
What kind of lying you people doing?
When they
I got my badge. Stop it out. Oh no, they got that badge. Where you gonna come out with that box? Where you going to go out that box? You can't enter out that home. Then no, find out where you go. Come back, boy. You get me? Where you going? Where you go back? Next time I eat it, where you going to come out with a box? Okay. You don't say they go bad there, you jump out traffic. Come back, boy. Next time I eat it, where you know, say they go bad there, you jump out traffic. Very good. Start banging. Very good. Start banging. You want me to tap behind the motor?
Able to do it in 2 years. You really thought that the Southeast Road, the government will be lying, say they're not built in 2 years. Chicken Soup factory right here, right in Monroe, right here, where you get everything. They have not built that one. They keep lying every other day. This is where we are, folks. This is where we are, fellow Liberians. We are not rescued yet. This rescue mission has not even been put into motion. This is a rescue deception. So let's do some draws and then take course on some of these preliminary conversations about what are the things happening, particularly with what the government have told us and what we are seeing currently, right? So whether it is the road network issue that you want to share your thoughts on, of course, you're free to do so, because economic viability, some of the critical, impediment to smooth economic viability in this country is road connectivity. So no government must use road as a political, tool to deceive the people and keep lying to them. It's unacceptable.
Yes, it's unacceptable, and we can give money to somebody here. So it's *7. Star 255. Star 255. Star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash. Let's see. Let me just get 1 or 2 persons to play. Let me check it up right here. Then we give money. While we in the meantime,
let's take calls.
Let's pick few calls while we just wait for 2 more persons. So it's up to you. We want to give you another money here. Star 255 star 1 hash just for 100 LD or 50 cents USD. You stand a chance to receive between 4,000 to 10,000 here this morning. So let's wait to see. Once you can make efforts, make progress right here, we can do a draw to give money to you. It's up to you. Once we made the first threshold, we were able to do draw, and the next one now is up to you. So let's give you the chance. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code. That's how we have spent. Yeah, we dropped at certain point. Okay, so let's pick few calls while we wait to get to reach our threshold right here. 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. for some of you outside of Montserrat County, and you want to tell us how the road conditions like in your area, you can let us know right here. One issue again that we have to talk on is the issue of the flooding. Is becoming terrible for Liberians. But let's speak course on this topic. The issue about the rural network. Yes. 077610410486 500
We saw a lot of flooding.
Yes, most definitely. And as we speak, I sent you a video. You saw that?
Yeah.
Where in Jakarta the people have to use kino in our men who's in Kyo in their own area there. Morning.
Who's in Kyo again?
Yeah, morning. How are you?
In West Lippon.
Go ahead and move from Chicken Soup Factory.
Yeah, it was very far. All the more they put it down and out more they hit the fire over the water.
All the mud they put on the road.
Yeah, it was very bad. So Nana was right again to go inside to go past over the water. Nana. That's at least Jomaya. Yeah, it was very bad. So the potential of all.
Yeah, I am sorry for my man. You know, your man Ben Johnson, I get more than that.
Thank you, man.
Okay, all right. Star 255, star 1 hash is the code as well. Let's pick another call here.
People crying.
Yeah, 0776104104 is the number to call us on here and be a part of it. So following, we're observing once we can reach the threshold to do another draw right here. Star 255, star 1 hash. We'll do another draw to give out money to somebody right here. Star 255, star 1 hash. I don't know what it is line. What is the line? Yeah. But if maybe somebody facing some issues on the other phone, you can let us know right here. Then we pick up.
Yeah, that's why we have two numbers now.
Yeah.
You try the other because all the network issues are in the place. So if you try the other line and it's giving you problem, you try the other line, whatever the case. But we are still here looking at all of the issues, right? But particularly this morning, these are for us the bread and butter issues that affect everything we do. The bread and butter issues that determine the economic life of all of us, right? Because the economic outlook in the country is hugely impacted by the wheels, right? The engines, the wheels that moves the economy, and road is one such. Electricity is another. So you always have to consider that these conversations, right, are intended to provide updates on what is our conditions like in terms of the challenges we are faced with in moving from one place to the other versus the picture the government presents of the country. The government tells partners and tells the world that Bwaka has paved the road. There is no problems within the Southeast, and we are seeing latest videos from the very Southeast. Terrible video depicting deplorable conditions of our roads. So this is deception at the highest level. You have one of the major problems with this government is oversight and supervision. The structure of our governance is so unique that the three branches have distinct responsibilities to support the efficiency or the efficient functioning of our governance system. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the national legislature has mortgaged its sacred responsibilities and, of course, functions within the Liberian governance architecture. And this is significantly affecting the welfare and well-being of the vast majority of our people. Because the craft of our laws, the founders of this country, right, ascribe to this representative democracy with an understanding that it presents the most effective people-centered governance system. And the people participation in the government is through their direct representation. The views and aspirations of the people and what they want and what they do not want, how they want the government to go ahead, what the challenges are, the issues they are faced with. For those issues to be mainstream into government policies and programs for implementation, it happens through adequate representation through the national legislature. But when you have a rubber stamp legislature in place, it undermines the very values for which these crafter of our democracy settle for representative function. Then it brings us to giving some credence to the debate, the under pressure debate from the Imam Council Chair of the Republic, the Chief Imam of Liberia, who said that the national legislature should be disbanded. Because if the national legislature cannot adequately perform the duties for which we are paying them, adequate oversight, check and balance, lawmaking, time-sensitive lawmaking. You're not just making law because Yombly and Dillon won't get money out of it. They get their interest, they will put it, because they will not be lawmaker forever. Each of you there always understand that is a transition. Even if you spend 18 years there, you will still pass through. So the law you're making, the law will remain. So when you are thinking about submitting a bill, it has to be people-centered. It has to consider a broader implication. It has to be far-reaching. The scope of that, decision must not be limited to your own understanding or pleasure. It has to go beyond that. It has to consider generations after generations in the country. This is how leadership are supposed to, perform. But unfortunately, who are those we're electing? What inform our electoral judgment? The way we elect people as lawmakers, as representatives, as senators, the way we elect them, right? What do we consider? We consider mostly tribe. We consider religion. We consider religion. We consider family ties. And all of us are victims. All of us, for whatever reason. So probably, generally, as a country, we need to work to mitigating whatever insecurity, tribal or regional insecurity that there is, right? To allow a space for a general we consciousness, where we start to look at things from a broader or inclusive perspectives, instead of, a parochial, limited, interest-based approach. You don't have to feel extra secure or accomplished if you elect only your kinsmen. Until we can work as a country to eradicate that whoever, when you're making electoral decision, you feel secure, not because you're voting for a family person. No. You know that whoever gets there, your best interest is served, irrespective of whether they are from way Bokonjide and you are from way I don't know, Sester. Irrespective. So until our democracy can mature to that extent, but it starts with us, the electorates. It starts with us significantly, right? I know the government have to play a part through the National Elections Commission. We have to introduce some civic electoral educational symposium or awareness for our people, to educate our people, mentor them, bring them up, so that the quality of our democracy, the product of our democracy, will reflect quality, instead of what we always, all of the time, we go to election cycles in this country, we bring the new mess that will come. The old one will even be better than the new one, right? As it is, just as it is, right? It appears clear to a lot of us that the 54th, right? The 53rd was better than the 54th. The 54th is proving better, way more better, right? Way more better and purposeful than the 55th. The 55th has sold out. There is no doubt about that, right? on record with clear, conversations about leaders of the 55th saying the only thing we won't do here that partisanship won't be regime. We can't anything the presidency will do it. So that is that is completely contrary to what the laws or the Constitution requires. Apparently, they've read the Constitution or ignore it and believe they must settle for political expediency. So political expediency is that the party give you the slot, you want the slot, the president pay money, bribe people, they got money from all over. I'm hearing 500,000, taking money from concession people, blah blah blah, just to fuel Funati and get Funati off and pull you there. So your loyalty is no longer to the country, but rather is to the whims and caprice of a demagoguery president.
Abu, let's give money to somebody here. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code. Wrong number here. I have to do okay, so star 255 star 255 star 1 hash is the code. You stand a chance to receive let's continue from there. Let me check up something.
Right. So that is that. When these things are happening in the country, then you're concerned. Because these are the people that are supposed to inspire hopes within all of us to aspire for greatness. But when the leader themselves do not appear and knowledgeable of what they are supposed to be leading you to, then it is a trouble. It is a problem. And that's why you see people like us who are conscious enough do not bootleg these nitwit misfit. Right? These are all misfit. Go to that place. All they care to do is to wear a popo suit, tete on and a pie run, and getting 15,000 car. Whether you actually doing the work to deserve that 15,000 car that we can give you, or 45,000
$45,000.
You know what I mean? For the country to say, "Oh, let's give you 45,000 car," it's all to sit down and be thinking. Do they even think? When they open their modern year English coming from inside, you give up.
Let's call somebody here who has won some money here. Star 255 star 1 hash is the code. This person hoping that you pick. I know the other trash. What is it? How many times we're supposed to call the person? So let's see if we can get this person here. 3 times the same thing. So star 255 star 1 hash. The Wings Liberia. The Wings Liberia cash giveaway here on Freedom 87.9 right here. This person, wow, that's this person wants to support the entire thing now. Star 255 star. We're still waiting again to get another threshold. Then we'll move on to do another draw right here on the program, the Wings Liberia cash giveaway here on Freedom. So the best thing you do is to play, then you have your phone by you, but anyway, at least the money back can go automatically. So again, the thing you do is you play star 255 star 1 hash. You see your Lone Star Share MTN mobile money, and at least you must have $100 Liberian or 50 cents USD on it, and then you do the draw. You play star 255 star 1 hash. Okay. Select the currency you want to play from, and then move on next. And then with that, you still a chance to receive. Between 4,000 to 10,000 Liberian dollars right here. I'm told tomorrow is the jackpot days, and it promises to be an interesting one right here. Introducing the Wings Liberia cash giveaway jackpot tomorrow. But today, let's see. We can give out money to somebody. Maybe we can do another draw. We should be focused on that topic. We give out another money to somebody else.
So that is exactly what it is, folks. So I know you all feel disappointed. You see what all that's happening to you. The system of our government is not functioning fully. People have reduced themselves to bootlickers because the caliber of people we're electing to the legislature are kind of, misfit. we have a lot of brilliant Liberians out there, right? I don't know, for whatever reason, the electorates are not attracted to them.
And Abu, I have always said this, and it's good that you brought us to this point. I told someone, I said, Abu, this country, the only way that this country can easily be transformed is when we Liberians set up a standard on how we can elect people or how we should elect people. Like Abu said earlier, you cannot go to election and electing somebody because you feel that you got some alignment with that person, maybe religious wise or maybe tribal wise or whatever. But when you go to elections, when you go to elect leaders, understanding number one, the interest of the country, and two, the performance of that person or performances of those individuals, then yes, you set a standard. When you elect somebody because the person is serving you milk and honey, dividing you dividing cup of rice on you, buying you t-shirt, giving you $10. When you elect somebody of that kind, the person don't feel obligated to you. That's when they start to insult you and say to you that my money gave me vote. So when you allow somebody to give you t-shirts, they gave you cups of rice just to get you, so you vote for them. When you set that standard, the person don't feel obligated to you. The person don't feel like this person. But when you take somebody because of their competence, their qualification, and that person come, even if they get money, you vote for them. That person feel obligated to you, the electorate. Liberians, we've not set up a standard. We've not done so. So until we can set a standard, people who look at where we are today, how we got here, because the Unity Party was good at propaganda.
Lies and deception.
To
a point, and you that suffering for it, you don't even want to accept that they lie to you. You still feel like you have a moral obligation to defend them.
As a result of that, we are to where we are today, and it's embarrassing all of us. Some of you will not want to come up clean here and say things difficult. It happened in this way, but deep down behind the scene, when we engage, many of you confess to us, tell us, things are really good, but we disappointed. I know many of them who have said
money on unnecessary things.
Many of them who have said they are disappointed in the papi.
36,000 is going to be wasted on doing autopsy on a body that raises no substantive.
36,000 each.
Yeah. On no foul play. Nobody complain anything. The family have been requesting for their body to bury. The government say no, we'll do autopsy. Because one partisan sat in America and just wrote gibberish, so the government is holding to that Facebook something, because they truly want to implicate and get some more to rub on Eugene Nangwe, Samuel Toure, or somebody. How do you govern the country like that? Right? How do you govern the country like that? Suspicious death has happened. Somebody died in another person whom clearly with investigations done, you came, you marched to the central prison, release the person simply because that your friend, right? That partisan of the Unity Party, right? You are dictating to justice. They say justice has no eyes. It pursued, right, and serves. But no, with Baka, you identify, you select, right, and you execute based on your whims, based on your interests, your feelings. And these are dangerous precedents. Today, people are not only worried about what is happening, people are further worried about the future after Baka. Right? Sensible people are worried about the future. So you see what is happening to the country right now, right? The economic breakdown, the quagmire that we are witnessing as a result of this depleted leadership that we have on our hands, right, extends far beyond creating an environment that attract an investment climate that attract foreigners. The investment climate is unfavorable to foreign investors, way more, because for almost 2 years now, we have seen no significant investment coming to the country. Absolutely nothing, whether significant or insignificant, just nothing has come to the country. Every attempts that were made were all clandestine 4119 that we exposed, right, and condemned, and they fell shame. They could not go ahead with them. So now the investment climate for even local businesses, local investors, for Liberian people that get money in a bank, they think about investment. Even you in a community, that trust that you must have in the market to put your money there is not there. That's what they talk about investment climate, secure investment climate, guarantee and trust. The market must possess the quality of guarantee and trust. That when you put your money inside, you go there. Whether it's in banking, in services, or just in whatever, when you put your money there, there are chances, there are guaranteed that your money will come out, and of course, you will do a very beautiful business and all that. No, that has broken down. You all are in the business sector. Check it around. Just walk down the street and ask business people whether they are doing reinvestment. Because when the business start, when your investment start to shake, sometimes you want to add some more, and you want to pump some more money. But that is predicated on the potential of the market. You see, because you do market study, market survey, you see the potential. Maybe you're into petroleum, or you're into logging or plank. Let's look at the plank sellers, for example, right? You hire your first, and then since government turned around, most business people have told us that since government turned around, they've seen nothing absolutely happening. Business going down. They felt it was a post-election reaction, but it has gone almost 2 years, and these things still continue. So that means something bigger than that.
And there are no programs, in fact, to even give them hope that it will improve tomorrow.
So no, not at all. There's a law that says Liberian businesses, local investors, when they get their company, get their businesses, government doing something, government must 25% procurement services and all the contract and things should go directly to Liberian businesses, right? Contract value above 10,000 should go to Liberian businesses. But you know what they're doing in the government? Government officials will connive with Lebanese and pretend until the contract and give it to Lebanese and say that Liberian men need on it, right? Then they go and take kickback. This is how this is why you see Liberian businesses are not thriving.
And I hire man try to dupe the other guys from China.
Yeah.
So he coming, like the business is for him because he's registering it and all of that. Then when that is done, now he want to get the man out of the position and all of that. But it's good. We are here this morning.
So let's take calls, or we try to establish contact with.
We ask 0776 104 104 86 500 104. We still observing to see that we reach the threshold. Then we do another draw right here to give you money right here. Star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash. It's like we're having some issues this morning. Even the lines. People who playing here and even the lines we not
I think there is some kind
of stuff,
technical issue. Because you see, I'm seeing this side the whole
network. This is the network from here. And
this is orange.
Yeah.
0776 104 086 500 104. So let me try calling it and see whether so let's go ahead. Let's take Crime Stopper quickly. We see that, then we will be right back with the calls.
Crime Stopper, baby, don't take law in your hands, only real authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper, yeah, for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it, I mean you check. Do it for your safety. If you see don't keep it. My part to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia.
Crime Stopper Liberia. Let's bring that one down quickly. So we hope to speak to Anthony Isaac Jackson at 9 o'clock. We're 6 minutes to 9 o'clock. Here, the real firework starts on the most trending political conversations in the country, gauging his views and perspective on some of those things that matter, particularly from the perspective of the enough is enough anti-government protest that's being planned for the 17th of July. Today is July 1, 16 more days to go. So it's important we engage and begin to hear. So wherever you are, this is exactly what it is. So somebody is true. So let's hear. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Moses Kapu from Ravi Highway.
Moses Kapu from Rafi Highway. Let's hear you.
Yeah, what you guys are discussing this morning is very, very, interesting this morning to me. Mr. Walker, I take over this country to this country, appealing to where to back to save this country from destruction from the hands of the wicked.
Okay.
From the hands of the hyena. Liberia is going down the drain. Thank you very much.
Okay, from Rafi, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. But this is it, folks. This is exactly what it is. Let's hear from more people. Let's hear from more people. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Go ahead from Looking Town. Let's hear you.
Yeah. It's probably the whole government, but I'm very because they got money to go see new casting for people in here. Why if somebody die or they implement casting for them? Why?
That's a major question.
Doing the work coming to get ready.
That's how it seems, because they're also planning reburial for former President William R. Tubber.
Our school is not being paid. Why?
Okay, thank you very kindly. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu and Eza.
Good morning.
Yeah, this government is making mockery out of the citizen.
Okay.
Yeah, there is nothing that we get in this. From this government. Only they are benefiting themselves. I continue to say that if we overlook this July 17, then that will be the end of Liberia. Thank you.
You mean as people, if we ignore or overlook the July 17 protest?
Yes, if it doesn't being implemented, as scheduled, then the people will use us, the citizens, as slaves. This administration.
Okay. All right. Thank you so kindly. Let me take from this other line. I think. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. I've been saying alongside Kuda.
Good morning.
Yeah. This is Mohammed Honor. Well, I just want to appreciate you guys. I always know taking your time. Every morning coming on and really just starting up. The reason was doing this country is just because until this party is in power. So this party is this party. We are not choosing. Instead of those people, we go out in this problem. And I always every time on that country, I said, you balance all this problem. So I want to appreciate you guys. I always come on the radio and let me out people. You don't leave that door and don't leave the fucker. If it is done, it should go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very kindly. This is it for him. He believe the disaster that's on our hands now, with all of the issues we continue to pinpoint and talk about on a daily basis, as we also see from the part of the government, no desire to addressing those matters, simply because of the people of Nimba. It's Nimba people that put us into this. It's Nimba people. I don't know whether it is fair to conclude that way. Maybe he's talking about the numerical advantage that play in the interest of the United Party, especially coming from Nimba County. Especially coming from Nimba County. But we can have the conversation in both ways. We can have it considering all of the other factors that play in. But we just believe a lot of us in the country fell for the propaganda, fell for the deceptions, fell for the lies, in spite of everything and anything other people were saying in terms of creating adequate consciousness around a national happiness in the country. They were all seen from a perspective of, propaganda and all of that. No matter how we committed ourselves, spoke truth, and told the people that, look, your oppressors yesterday cannot be the ones preaching redemption for your tomorrow. No, absolutely. All they care is a chance to come back and continue from exactly where they stopped. They're angered because he took a decision to condemn them into opposition. So they want to come back. They want to come back and continue from exactly where they stopped, because the writings were on the wall. There is no way possible that a group of people that had a chance for 12 years, 12 years in people's life is no joke, right? For 12 years, and when you do a retrospect, right, whether it's infrastructure, we are still lacking behind. Whether it's education, we are still lacking behind. Whether it's healthcare, we are still lacking behind, right? Whether it's agriculture, we are still lacking behind. It's like we still need to start from the ground in all of the sector. In spite of the 12 years that these so-called Harvard trained and Ivy League graduates presided over our country for 12 years, and all we see individual enrichment, right? The last time I saw and listened to Moses Colley say right now, he going support his uncle, even though not tribalism, but they're going low-fat unity. And the last time I checked, Moses has one of the biggest and largest farm in this country, right? And simply trace to his time and service in government. Oh, right? Majority of those doing the 12 years period, ways and means. On the horses committee, ways and means. They made money from there. All these things. Liberian people money. Liberian people money. This is how leaders have abused us in this country. Abused the people. Get there, and this is why people are allergic to development, and they are allergic to seeing people taking different trajectory. And it's from behind, or it's from this backdrop, you're seeing people are being condemning and saying things about the former first lady, and people are kind of struck to understand that in her capacity as former first lady, she could leverage the platform, leverage the connection of her husband, the president. Now the kind of buffon president we get and the face beef for lady. No, those kind of arrangement, I don't even know how to call the arrangement that we have now, right? Say that synchronous and asynchronous arrangement. For lady.
The only good thing the first lady can do is to turn her office out of education ministry to people vying.
But I
for one scholarship around here. But we want to do another draw right here while we anticipate our online guests. Former Ambassador Isaac.
Yeah, I don't know
Jackson.
what is going on. His phone is ringing.
The first thing they will tell you, once that man people will tell you, yes, sorry, I was pushing my cartoon.
Yeah, we talk about it.
So yeah, star two. Yes, you will join us
because the link is already there.
Star 255.
I hope so. Yeah, myself
star 1 year. You know, it's late to the side, and I like our side here. Where did I build? The people is around the early morning hours between midnight to 3-4 in the morning. And at that time, you say, you know, that time sleep can be somewhere. So yes, star 255 star 1 hash. We want to do another draw. The third draw, we want to do star 255 star 1 hash. Let's see, we can do another draw. So yes, this is it. Getting the system good and going. Star 255 star 1 hash for just what is it? For just $100 Liberian dollars, you stand a chance to receive cash price of between 4K to 10K this morning. Yes, that's what it is. That's what we are going to be giving out here. But let's wait to see. It's up to you. That you holding us here is after 9 already. You holding us. Once you can play the program, the giveaway, then right here is $100 LD. You stand a chance to receive any of the amounts mentioned. Maybe you could receive 1,000 or 2 or whatever. Let's say between 4,000 you receive from 4,000. Whatever you want to suggest.
So yeah, that is that. So we at any point, Isaac will join. Once he gets around and sees, the link, he will join. But there were things we outlined to talk about that are very important for us to expand the conversations on. So in the meantime, while we await him to join us, and primarily among them was to take a closer look at the magnitude of corruption cases that's happening in the country under the watch of this government, with all that she campaign on and what have you, versus the actions that's been taken by the president. I know a lot of people have been applauding the president for the decision to suspend people, right? The decision to suspend people and all of that. So they've been this. So other people believe that it's not sufficient, right? While other people think that oh yes, is laudable. At least the president is suspending people, as if to say this is the first time that people have been suspended for act of graft. But what is the first time for me? This is the first time for us to have this magnitude of financial and economic impropriety happening at the same time, and simultaneously across all government sector, and almost everybody's hands are caught in the web of some kind of thing. It's to be time after the order and blah blah blah, right? But prima facie, how cool evidential grafts are taking place in this government from one place to the other. You can go on listing from. There is no agency that is safe under Wakai, right? He makes a lot of wild promises. He makes a lot of big promises, and we just make pronouncements about things that you see the president take no action on, right? The president, as part of reform, said that look, among many things, what you might call it, there's something among many things. The SOEs were making whooping monies. The financial decisions needed to be revisited. You remember that time the president said he set a committee and asked Masako them from the state-owned enterprise to revisit the pay structure of the SOEs, right, and be able to kind of align them with quote unquote the arrest agenda and all of that, to make sure, because others are taking very unthinkable amount, right? When you see what the benefit and salary of the National Port Authority boss, for example, the Liberal Petroleum Refinery Company boss, right? The water and sewer boss, who just lie about everything, right? He lied and disgraced the very president and put him in car. They went Bapolu to go dedicate forces that could not work in 1 week. 1 week later, the whole thing broke down, and you took a president to go to dedicate that project. And these people are making useless money, right? But the product of their work is not justifying, right, the cost-benefit analysis. So, of course, it needed to be reviewed, and all of those proved to be fiasco. So when you see that happen in the country, then it becomes terrible. Then the credibility and the integrity of the president comes under question. The president says the president will come out and announce suspension for people and subsequently subjecting them to investigation. The investigations will not happen, right? It is deceptive. It is dishonoring for the president to be telling people, "Oh, somebody brought a complaint, or we have complaint, or I have complaint on my desk." But in the event where I'm investigating this, just recuse yourself, leave the job, you're suspended, go face investigation, then you get the man makes appointment in the position. So what may most likely happen as a result of President Bouakar's political attempt to just get the media clout, the media, just for media ops, right? Which you will get. But in the final analysis, because these are family heads, so Bouakar cannot be demonizing other people's repetition, right? Bouakar ain't get that kind of decent record. So already that sympathy brought you wherever you are. Other people who earn and did whatever they did, some kind of way they too, all of your day Bagwati government thing, you put them somewhere, but they still have small repetition and integrity to protect, because after government service, they are allowed. Then there is life, right? The person get appointed, somebody carry choo to you. Boga is a big head about choo president. Boga can listen to gossip, that gossip president. All the decisions you can see Boga taking are social gossip. Boga makes no, direct, involvement or investigation into situations that happen. Boga just see something when Mama Car, Sylvester Grisby, then push their interest, they put pressure, then you suspend the person. He's always buying to pressure. Always buying to pressure. At the state bureau of state-owned enterprise, I'm told the deputy there that the president appointed to be the officer in charge, one Valley Sanon, has been undermining his boss man. There's a whole history of undermining in that place that been going on, blah blah blah. And he'll go to the mansion and be running blah blah blah. All kinds of things. They're undermining each other. The president falling to pressure, suspends the person. I do not have a problem with the suspension, but the nature in which the suspensions are happening has to be looked at. You suspend the people as a responsible president, right? Void of the findings from the investigation to know whether the people are culpable of the crime that have been alleged or not. The president goes ahead and fire the people. Somebody will argue that, it is a prerogative of the president and it is at his will and pleasure to maintain, to dismiss, or to hire. So he chooses, right? But I agree, right? The repetition of the president comes under question through the manner in which the president is doing it, because it's unorthodox, it's untraditional, and of course, it's unprofessional. So if I say, whatever I have, I do not have, a good ground to dismiss you, you are suspended, let investigate it and understand. There were people who were suspended and investigations were held, right? And they can come back. It has happened. I'm not saying on a Bouacar now, but these things can happen. You get suspended for something, and then they go look at the details, realize that actually you're not culpable of any crime that warrant your dismissal. Because these kind of dismissals have reputational damages to the person. He set a man down. We first heard the lady from NAFA. You made frivolous allegation on a lady. That this other corruption, that other corruption, blah, 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 means violation of this, violation of that, accuse the woman of everything you say, predicated upon that you are suspended and you go for investigation. The woman is saying now, her reputation, her image, and everything is in the gutter. People are discussing, or the media has flagged. Everybody is running with it. The person, even friends and professional contacts, everybody start drawing back, say, we got to know what's up. After the investigation, we know. But the investigation is still on. Nobody's calling anybody, and it's there. We leave from there, we go to NOCA, right? Everybody commit the same crime, but you go in there, you pick up one person, suspend the president say, but I'm waiting for you. You can't investigate me now. You can't go there. So there is some kind of discord that will be developing among those people that's been dismissed, and somebody think you're doing. You can't just wrongfully dismiss people or do something, and then at the end of the day damage other people. That means you're a terrible leader.
Of course, and it's important. These things will continue to speak on them. The way things are running, the government, the president is is paying more attention, like you said, to casting rather than walk away from your radio, or I cut you off and you lose money. Morning, how are you?
Yeah, how are you, sir?
Okay, this is Higa and I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yes, sir.
Did you play the Wings Like Broadcast giveaway this morning?
Yes, sir.
How many times you played?
I played 2 times.
You played 2 times.
Yeah.
How you play it?
Star 255 star 1 hash.
Okay, so you've received 4,000 Liberian dollars. Check up on your phone. You are part of our winners for this morning.
Okay, sir.
All right. So star 255 star 1 hash. Star 255 star 1 hash. It's up to you this morning. Still a chance to be like others who have won. Win for yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars here just by using 100 LD. Prepare yourself for tomorrow. But Abu, it's important. All of what we continue to see here, the good thing is we got them on record and we will always try to reference these things. The president is showboating with the issue of corruption, the fight against corruption. The president is bluffing. He actually do not mean what he's doing, but because he want the public to see him and act like see him like, oh, the man is fighting this, so he put himself in that position. So now, institutions where people are serving, and whenever you try to accuse someone of something, our law says you must prove beyond all doubt that what you accuse that person of is actually their doing.
Mhm.
If it is not their doing, you let the person go, you set them free, you exonerate them. So in this case, corruption in our country is a grave allegation. The same way that stealing, the same way we can look at a Zogo, look at a common man, we say you steal or you've stolen from somebody. That's the same way when somebody tell you are corrupt, it means you have stolen something, you've redirected something that was meant for a particular purpose, you redirected it to your personal use or your personal cover. So corruption is a grave allegation. The same way we treat rogues, the same way we treat the Zogos when we catch them stealing our money, we catch them checking forms, the same way they are treated. That's how officials should be treated. How? When you accuse somebody and you catch the person, or when you accuse somebody of a crime, take the person to the law, let the law investigate. And when that person is found guilty of the crime that for which they have been accused, then good. At that point, you stay in the position to now prosecute the person for the crime that they have committed against the state or against you as an individual. But no, in this case, the president is not punishing people, or the vice president is not allowing these people to go and face an investigation. No, but the interest of the president is only to suspend. So what happened after this person have stolen and you suspend them? It said that you're not interested in what they have stolen, no need for them to repay what they have stolen, or if it is still in their account, the government go and collect that from their account and put it back into public use. It is not important, or is it not important to the president? The only interest from the president is go and dismiss. There were people who even before go and suspend. So there were people who even before their appointments, they had a corruption allegation. It was glaring. Corruption allegation was hanged over them. The president still felt, no, let the people go there. The person went there. They still perform while you close your eyes on. The person overperformed that. Then instead of you giving the person to court so that they face justice and be able to pay back what they've stolen, the president says, yeah, go rest. Go rest. And even you've come across any of those letters where they can, whether they are suspended without pay or they suspend them, because when they are suspended without pay, it should be mentioned.
The whole thing is not structural, right? And my view about it is going to be either unpopular, but I think some of you kind of understand what Bwaka is doing. I see a lot of people trying to make it seem like he's fighting corruption. He's not. It's a hoax. Everything the president is on are malicious deception. Malicious deception to deceive you to believing that he's fighting corruption, but he's not. Technically, if you look at the way Bwaka is proceeding here, it looks as if to say basically the president is hijacking judicial prudence in investigating friends and cronies. Now, if there are allegations of corruption and the subject is sent to the LACC for investigation, the LACC conduct comprehensive investigations, and when there are what matters, when they discover that, and whatever the person has been accused of can be prosecuted, the chances they send report to the Ministry of Justice. When the law is acted that they have prosecutorial powers, then they can draw up their charges and go to court, right? Or make recommendation. So it goes through these processes. When it reaches to the Ministry of Justice does all of its investigation, and then they may report. There where now they will report to the president that because the president appointee, the president will either decide to fire the person because they already have the fact that the person took the money. So when you fire the person, then you subject the person to court trial. At that point, the Ministry of Justice already have everything. But the president does not allow these things to happen. You grab Abdullah Kamara, you suspend it because you have a relationship with Abdullah Kamara. Abdullah Kamara gets suspended and he's masquerading the corridors. The next thing we hear, he's on the next flight, as we are hearing already. He's off to Ghana, headed somewhere in Europe or other places to his wife. So is that justice for you? No, that is not justice. That is deception. A president determined to fighting corruption, right, will most likely be interested in ensuring that all of what that's required to safeguard the public treasury will be implemented, and of course, the political will be brought to bear in ensuring that these safeguard measures are there, and of course, they are painstakingly followed and adhered to. Do we see that with Joseph Newman Boyka? Absolutely not. So people like us are not impressed. And when I hear people talk about, oh, the man is fighting corruption, you see the man suspending people. These are layman reaction. These are the layman reaction to a very critical and far-reaching subject. The layman say now, the man putting a wheelbarrow in real and yeah, say, oh yeah, suspending for corruption. No, corruption is not fight like that. That's not how you fight corruption. It requires way more than suspending people. You see, it is this scrap mentality in Labrador that makes us to just celebrate because somebody is being taken off their job. No, the goal is not to see somebody losing their job. And that's why in a recent case that we pick up on, somebody tell me, oh, my man, you come and cause somebody to lose their job. I said, but that is not in my purview. I do not hold the power to give somebody a job or take somebody from job. What I hold the power to is to speak truth and expose ills in the society. If exposing ills or exposing the wrongdoing that somebody is involved with, and results into their dismissal, which is determined by their boss, that's not my business. I've got no face to fry in that. Right? All you needed to do is to just do the honorable thing. If you fail to do that and I come across it, I will definitely blow it. And when I do, right, if your boss sees it fit to dismiss you, that's that one that you and your boss gotta go talk that one. Nobody should bring that nonsense to me. Oh, that I would do that one. No, nobody should bring that nonsense. Anybody bring that nonsense to me, I'll get versus.
But it is a part of your responsibility as a media practitioner, right, Abu? We are here to sit and watch. That's why we are called the watchdog of society. So we sit and see what is going on wrong in society and back. So the same way in the home, when you're raising door, when your door is backing out, you can choose to either come outside in the night or you lie down inside there and nothing happening, it is up to you. So in this case, when we see issues of corruption, when we see things happening against the state or against the survivability of a particular person or institution, it is our responsibility to back at these things. Then, if the government, like Abu said, if the president or anybody responsible, whoever is responsible, if they would decide to suspend, dismiss, or call for an investigation, that's not our problem. The fight is we identify it. It is up to our owners to decide what to do with it next. So you not expect that Abu will sit and see something that is wrong, or Hagar will sit and see something that is going wrong, and Hagar keep mute because you don't want for somebody fathers to lose their job. If you know that it is wrong, when you do it, they will dismiss you, and when you do it, when you are caught, you'll be dismissed. Don't do it. But when you know that it is wrong and you intend willfully to do it, and we identify it, we speak on it. We care to know whether you're losing job, whether your children will drive out of school, they will deport your children, they will drive from, maybe they will not provide, you will not provide for them. That's not our business. Our business is to protect our state, and that's our interest. So you can carry your personal issue and go hug LDC transformer with
you
it.
keep to serve, you keep to steal.
Yeah.
If you kill yourself and you misunderstood that with stealing, and then we gotta know talk about it, then you want to hold. No, we were not there. Proceeds from your stealings, your deception, they're not all you get rid of. Right?
And we don't even want it.
So once we see all of the elements required in any story, we'll go for it, we'll carry it. So it's up to you. Now, back to the subject about this hawks, about this regime hawk, about Baka fighting corruption. Baka doing the Baka is not. Baka is pretending. Baka is maliciously deceiving. Baka is himself a corrupt man. Right? Corrupt. Inherently corrupt old man. Corrupt in his thinking. Corrupt in his attitude. Corrupt in his mindset, his view, his world view is corrupt. Everything about Baka is corrupt. Baka considerations are corrupt, right? The fact that you prioritize ethnicity above, and competence, legality, and all of those things is a beginning of corruption, right? Okay. Okay. I thought the man was in the background. It's a beginning of corruption, and we see that, right? To demonstrate corruption, and we'll make some comparative analysis. You must clearly demonstrate what and promote a culture of integrity. A culture of what? Culture of integrity. So you have to start sensing that. And you forget about all of that, your campaign thing, blah, blah, blah. I can tell you, Buckeye has demonstrated zero culture of integrity. From the election period, the collaborating political party, blah, 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 coming, right? For Buckeye and his people to sit down on bench and lie on Alexander Cummings, that integrity there, right? So you got to look at the culture.
He even set up his faithful nephew to extort money from the guy.
Extort
or
money
in the name of,
on record. You listen to that nephew of his. Look at the deception. Look at the thievery. You know you will not do the thing for the man. You send somebody, oh, let's go eat the man. Or tell the man, bring 100,000. And we'll get the man Sonny. Blah, blah, blah. That deception. So you see Boaka's culture. You see where he's coming from. So elements like that, personality like Joseph Boaka, you can be talking about fighting corruption. The man himself is an embodiment of corruption. And all the idiots he brought to power fighting corruption, he must begin the process with what? Going after those issues. Setting a record straight on the actions and the instructions that his chief of staff executed to have secured or collected money from NASCOP's account to when he was just president-elect, pending inauguration, to buy vehicle for himself and, of course, the first family. Right? So that is not the public procurement process. It is a corruption. Corruption, right? When you flout the law, when you flout the procedures, it's a form of corruption, right? Malfeasance, misfeasance, non-feasance, right? So any which of those categories that your actions, your public actions falls under, right, qualifies as corruption. So if a president who has not taken office yet, right, ignores the public procurement procedures in the country and instructs his chief of office staff to go into the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation's account and take monies from there to buy vehicles, when there is a general public procurement policies and program and procedures already in procuring these things, that was a tacit endorsement of economic crimes and financial embezzlement by the president. No other president but the president, right? And if that president wakes up from his slumbers and decides to take action on these menaces, he must begin first with the process of what? Setting the record straight on these things. And this is exactly where we are. These are our views. And this is what people like us are not going to respect Joseph Boakai, no matter what he does to try to deceive the people, and we're exposing all of the time. Right? There is nothing about this old man, nothing this old man will do that will impress me. I've always told you, and I'm very, very organic about my position when it comes to Joseph Boakai. Right? Nothing he's going to do. This man is a misrepresentation. He's empty. He's dumb. He's. I mean, there's nothing you can get from this man. Anything. He's deceptive. I do not countenance tribalists. You understand? People who hate you because of how God has made you. People who prefer you because of sentimental tribal basis. No. I believe and support people who are genuine, wholesome in their decision making and their principle. Nigeria, oh, that who? Yeah, you can ring kiss it. Yeah. Okay. So when you subject rationality and reason and logic to tribal sentiment and all the other sentiment, no, you and myself are in the same boat together. So this is it. Integrity, a culture of integrity, we do not see with the president. Right? A commitment to building strong and independent institutions, no. Rather, what we see from this man who is pretending to be suspending people in an act to fighting corruption, which is clearly a cover-up, because the people steal the money, they go away with the money, no action is taken, no restitution whatsoever, right? They are let to go free, but then Flynn say, suspension, yes, suspended. How many more suspensions should we wait to hear? What comes out of the suspension? What really happened when the people get suspended, right? The very president that sits under his watch and bribery happened to remove a sitting speaker, talk about fighting corruption, he should have fought corruption there. He should not have allowed the Liberian people tax money to be used for the singular purpose of what? Implanting a regime puppet as head of our national legislature. That entire process was corrupted. So this is a dishonoring government. This dishonoring government. Your government has no honor. Just consider them as what? There's some of you that will already pass around. You able to grab something, you grab it, and you sing some praises, you sing it. But this is a dying government. They're dying just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. You see what? That's why they're moving to all kinds of unnecessary things, buying time. The government has nothing to do. So basically, all they're doing, they're buying time. Right? That LTM thing, I got everything to my fingertip. The government that came to rescue takes the traffic management contract from a Liberian company who has been doing well. There is no record to prove that they were inefficient, they were ineffective, right? Or they lacking the capacity to continue the project. They took it from them and gave it to a Lebanese foreigner, Hezbollah related company, LTM, Liberal Traffic Management. But guess what? Right? With 70% revenue going to LTM and 30% to the Liberian government, when it was the other way around under the Liberian contract. So you see why Liberians are responsible for the backward and the poverty in our country. The government of Liberia gave a contract to MDMC. Under that contract, the government told MDMC, you will give 60% to the country, to the government. The government will take 60% of proceeds. Then you will take 40%. I think 60-40 or 70-30, somewhere there. But any which way, the government was taking the highest chunk of whatever proceeds generated from the traffic management thing. Right? The government was taking the highest chunk. And they kept pushing, in fact, they wanted to hijack the contract. We had to stand our ground here and advocate it and all that to ensure right now there is this gentleman within the Ministry of Transport, right? Staffs that were in charge of this, they're out of job right now because MDMC is no longer there. They've given it to traffic management people who run their own show. And these people are supposed to, when they do the entire traffic management thing, right, money generated, 70% goes to the Lebanese company, Gregor Como and his friends. They have succeeded in giving the contract to LTM. So 70% of the money go to the Lebanese people, and the government takes 30%. Just imagine. Incentives. When a Liberian company has demonstrated the capacity to do the same thing and provide the same services, all the lesson plans, the driver lesson, the watching, the day other one, the other one they come back, the blah blah blah. MDMC has provided it timely, efficiently, effectively, and with quality. But your government robs a Liberian company, takes it from them, and give it to a Lebanese, right, company, and even give her more revenue to the Lebanese company versus what they even used to give the Liberian company. Think about it, right? And we say corporate craft selling work permit to foreigners. The government takes a company, a contract from a Liberian company that's doing fairly well with the contract, hires over 150 Liberians working on it. The government take it from all of them, dismiss all the 150. The very rescue government, I'm telling you something that's current, that's happening right now within the Ministry of Transport. I got this ever since. But it's happening. But that all come into the attitude and the image that the president is kind of presenting. I'm fighting corruption. I'm doing that. I'm acting in the interest of the country. But no, absolutely, the reality proves on the contrary. So you see the psyche, you see the approach. The approach is not to fight corruption. The approach is not to better the life of the Liberian people, but rather is to enrich themselves. But here's the news of this. So when these 70% go ahead, because first of all, in the first place, LTM has provided car for the president office, the vice president office.
Is it the traffic management?
Traffic management people.
Yes.
Right? The president office. I challenge them to deny. Those big police jeep, you can see.
Even the motorbikes, the
small
motorbikes that came first.
They provided it for the president office, that corruption, that bribery, right? The president office has fallen to it. They provide for the vice president office, that bribery, that corruption, violation of the code of conduct, right? They provide for the speaker's office, right? They provide for the pro temp's office. So this is a regime arrangement. You have a regime pro temp, you have a regime speaker. That's what we're telling you about the check and balance and how the legislature has reduced itself to a rubber stamp, and of course, nothing more than, and Useless group of people sitting there, ignoring their constitutional duties and functions and taking money free and doing absolutely nothing. They cannot checkmate. They all pass it. Over 150 librarians are out of job. MDMC is off. LTM has taken over. Seven, right? No, I think the contract renewal and stuff, so they gave it to the people, right? They wanted to hijack it, though we had to run behind them, fight them. It's only so finally they decide when the contract ends, MDMC takes over, and that's how you started seeing it. So you come and see them put their tow truck. They will be arresting your car. All the money that they pay in bribery and do all that thing, they will arrest your car. Right now, to own vehicle in Labor can be difficult. The way you manage your list and where you run it around. Any small thing, as soon as you hang it small, they go to pull it on tow truck. They pull it there at 150 thing you got to pay to release it. So brace yourself for the rescue Liberia, because the roads are going to get tough. The roads are going to get difficult, right? For a struggling person to own. Everybody come and go back to Keke and
it could even lead to increase in transportation, because the drivers will be considering, especially for the out-of-town drivers, they will be considering all of these things, all of the challenges, the monies they will have to give police officers to avoid their vehicle being towed and all of that. They will want to consider them before, and they will embed that to the already existing fare. So it could also increase transportation, especially for outside people who are going outside of Montserrat and all of that. But again, this is where we are. We are even told that the guys are printing driver's license.
Yeah.
They will print lesson plates and all of that. So this is where we are. The young people, young Liberians who have left, and one of the reasons you see this entire LTM, the reason you see this entire LTM conversation is of interest to the government is because the top hierarchies, including Gregory Coleman, have made a recommendation of people that they will want for consideration within the employer of the LTM. So all of these push, you see them on that because they want their girlfriend, little brother, older brother, and this to be considered in the employ of the LTM. So those already existing Liberians who are within the employ of the MDMC, that's not their interest. Their interest is for they themselves to get their own people there. So for those of you who have been taken off job because of the MDMC contract expiration and all of that, trust that the government are even interested in your story. They are interested in the only one that they will stand to benefit, and that's where we are, Abu. It's terrible for our country. Seriously, we cannot continue to run Liberia like this. Every day we feel like going after a particular group of people is the best thing to do. And anyway, that the rescue you pray for, and that's why it is. All we can do here is just see these things so that posterity judge all of us. But it's good. So we want to see to do the fifth draw for today. Give out the fifth money to another person. So star 255 star 1 hash. So this is it. I was told that for some of you using smartphone, when you dial star 255 or star 1 hash, the prompt, the place where they can ask you, where you wait for prompt, that one will not come. It will take the whole time. It will not come. So if you want to have the prompt as fast as possible, you enter star 255 star 1 hash, and then once you do it like that, you stand a chance to select the currency you want to play from, and then yes, you can choose LD or USD, and yes, that's why it is whatever you play from. The next thing you will be asked to select the currency, not the currency, but you will enter your pin. So star 255 star 1 hash is good, and then we move on. Let's try to see, and it's good. Okay, so you see it. So once you do it, quick, they send your prompt, and that's what it is.
It can be very instant.
Very instant. And let's see, it's up to you now. Watching you, we want to do another draw. We want to do, if possible, 2 draws, but in that we have to get 12 persons to play. 6, then we do 2 draws. Yes, that's why it is.
That's correct. So this whole talk about fighting corruption and all that is nothing. It's just a media bluff. The president is not fighting any corruption. The president himself is corrupt. The government is extremely corrupt, right? What is happening is a malicious cover up attempts, right, to deceive you, and clearly, Higa, it is no gainsaying, irrespective of our political sentiment that you may know or may want to think about, right? That just vendetta happening.
Most definitely.
All of the arrests you see happening with former officials and all that, Liberians, we're not as a country, when we celebrate anti-graft efforts, we celebrate in the spirit of seeing restoration or retribution, right, for the state, in favor of the state. For example, if we start going after corrupt people and people who steal from the country and blah blah blah, we want to see people being prosecuted, right? Not just the media optics of putting overly dressed police officer in car with gun passing around, who go to the person, we arrest you, pull him on your hand, pull it behind bad, pull go secure bond, pull you outside, then the case finished. No. So, but this happen when the effort to fighting corruption is not genuine. When the man himself pursuing these things are himself and corrupt. Look, the right time to fight corruption will be after these criminals. All these people are rogues. Just imagine in no time the number of people that are serving suspension, and it's small, right? It is small. I'm hearing that this guy from Lace, Julius City, is supposed to be going.
Okay.
Right? I'm hearing rumor around the guy from Disaster Management Agency, Ansu Dollar.
Ansu.
Right?
A very Ansu Dollar who sent people to go distribute the rice from the Saudi rice.
I'm also hearing some people from the president office supposed to go. Right?
And
but we're interested in knowing the people who will go.
The second thing is the government have been bragging around that they were going to do reshuffle. It's not working because the guys are working according to the jump beat of the president. I say you there go and go steal your own thief and then you can't see that on the high
level. More Ali won't run away from water. So anything water, man, see won't run away. Say, Grace been not well, Grace been sick. So when I started feeling sick to my stomach, hearing that they won't care more Ali, I don't even know where that one coming from. I don't know how true, but just hearing it, I hope it's not even true because it's not even making sense. Because first of all, where he is, what is he even doing there? So he agrees. The fact that he there, he won't go somewhere. That means that he been lying.
They want to carry him there for the party mandate, so he live according to. When he there, they both feel like Grace speaking
Ali or the other guy that took out the trouser to the AMU student and watch on video. You see that?
Oh yeah.
Wow, there. Yeah, man. All the AMU children get the man video. He took out the trouser. So, but this is the government. Immoral people plenty inside, and their video there. Immoral Ali pa, I'm pregnant the poacher and all the nine still denying Bella. But that take cost though.
0776104104086500 are the numbers you can call us on, and *79 *255 *1##. I would have one person that had to forget my ex. So you always I would need this one.
But me, I really forget. I was in that.
*255 *1##. Okay, you stand a chance right here to win for yourself $4,000 Liberian dollars just by using $100. Let's go. Morning.
Good morning, Shaka, and good morning to you and Abu Sheri. The name is Yaba political strategy. I'm calling you this morning for the Congress city in Pakistan. Abu, I think what the president is doing is not for the corruption. That is cosmetic for against corruption. He's trying to message out corruption. Because if you're not that sure the people in the days of the corruption, then you go and suspend people are in a full investigation. What essence? Look at what he said, Amigoda. He said Amigoda was lying in the sugar car, in the economy, and economy where the masses of people are suffering. again, what did we do? For helping to withdraw the INFO certification on the force to make the network. They will be on the job. For the people to be uplifted, and you got a infatuation,
Your line is
all right, Rabble, political Ranta, moderacy. Let's talk to my man, David. David, I'm getting some issues here. You have to please hold on the line. Hussein Kiawu is next. Morning, Hussein. Okay. Oh wow. Sorry, Hussein. Sorry, it was a mistake from my end. Let's talk to morning.
Morning, guys. Let me say morning to Abu.
Morning.
This is David King, and I do join you for my resident. You see, the whole fight about corruption in this government is cherry picking. Allah Kamara was suspended the other day. What we are getting, he left the country. Okay, he has fled the country. He gone to America. And then Joseph Maga is here telling people, say, he's fighting corruption. We cannot fight corruption and be selective. The fight against corruption should be holistic. Because in your house, if your own children are stealing, then you are part of your neighbor children who are also stealing, then it means that you are not a good father, because you should be talking about your situation in your own instead of putting your mouth under there. So Joseph Maga is not doing well. And I wanted to tip in the first conversation concerning the reburial and reconciliation. Joseph Maga can only reconcile with the dead. So say if I have buried Prince Johnson and Samuel Doe according to him, he should not bury Tomo Kuongba. Okay? Because he's the latest guy now.
No, but Nema people say this Electoral with what was done for Prince Johnson already. They didn't complain about Kuongba.
No, he got to bury Kuongba too. Kuongba was the prominent man in the country.
All right. All right, let's
talk to. So you need to bury all the state men there.
All right, let's talk to this person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning, Ada.
Morning, Chief.
Good morning to Abu Sharif.
Morning.
This is the voice of Abu Raj. Phone in from 0.4 to be exact, but the graphical location in Zimbabwe. You know, Abu, let me say what you say this morning, that the president is not serious to fight corruption. Abu, let me agree with you. Abu, no. Why would you, as the president who said that it will not be business as usual, and fail to live up to that principle? I will look at the nomination that is coming from the president on the issue on the Supreme Court bench. How will you appoint a man who has two dissenting views, conflicting views in one case? And that is business as usual. How will you do that? I see that as more corruption, and the president is not serious. I will put it in serious. I put it really man. What kind of mess do I want to say? So that is the kind of explain that you saw that you put on English. And yeah, 2 years now, to hospital, things that will not complete up there. And today you are not even bringing up system that look and title. I was quite disappointed. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. A lot.
Hussein Kiawu is next. Hussein, morning.
Yeah, morning, Jamaica. Morning to Abu. So I follow the two talking points. I don't know what's the definition of fighting corruption. Somebody say it is split.
My man, hey, listen.
Yeah.
If you call on the show, you speak to the subject that's been discussed. Your attempt to sidetrack the conversation will not be tolerated. So you speak to the question that's being raised on the way the president is addressing the fight against corruption, and we stick to that.
Fair enough. So, when you look at the suspensions that were made by the president, a few of those that were suspended, look at Christopher, the guy from Lacra, right? Look at Steve Zago. Those are extended family to the president. He mustered the courage to suspend them. It tells you that he does not cherry pick. In fact, all those accusations.
But the appointment, according to you, they are family people. According to you, they are family people, right? The appointment of family people in government that corruption by itself is a violation of the code of conduct. It's nepotistic. The president, you're accusing the president of nepotism, and then you want to dignify nepotism.
You see,
You can't dignify nepotism, my friend. You said the man dismissed, according to you, suspend his family people. So I mean, you are accusing the president of bringing family people in government.
Is a nephew.
But isn't that nepotism? Isn't that nepotism? Man bringing his nephews and nieces and brothers in government. So that is not dignified. That is not dignified. Because you can be talking about corruption. Yeah, you're promoting nepotism. Yeah, good morning. Go ahead.
Morning. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Pastor Emmanuel Cooper. I come from Barnesville, Charter District 11.
Go ahead, Pastor.
You see, that's the kind of deception that you said earlier in your deliberation. You guys in studio with I want to commend you guys in this chamber. Let's speak. I have to find you. You guys are doing exceptionally well to have the people well informed. Your fans are critical. They're online.
Thank you.
As young men, you talk about nepotism. You admit that the man relative is out them. You should have the first thing employ them. So you go into something
you can be using
nepotism. And today we see all over the place. You guys are explaining the thing to the simplest thing. Nobody can come from heaven and explain anything else. The government is in complete violation of our constitution, of the rule of law. No legal procedure into anything here. Everybody confused here. But because you sit in power, you abuse power. So that is complete degradation, decline in our governance system. You need to admit to that. As a young man, you're coming up. You serve government tomorrow. So when you are corrupt and you follow corrupt leaders, they will run down into your blood, and that blood will go nowhere.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless you guys.
Thanks a lot. You got somebody there?
No, you can take it from that end.
Okay. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, okay. My name is Falamu Nakoi from Rekima County.
Who, Falamu?
Falamu.
Remind me of Falamu.
Yeah, I thought of Falamu on over with the internet family, but go ahead.
Okay, brother. You see, you people are doing well for us in this country. And every day you come on the air and you speak on issues that will grow the minds of the Liberians, especially with the young ones. But I don't know, our brother seeing 6 years and 6,000 years. You go almost 2 years, but not 4 years. And you are the age of about 25, 30. So you won't tell me for your attitude now. Tomorrow when next government come to power, you will not get a job, you will not be recommended anywhere to work. You see the blind lines, and you defend yourself behind it. How can you behave like this? Our government, the government get a project. Thank God now. Boga have a new project, it's reburial. So I'm recommending to President Boga to come to Cape Town and Bombay to take in Zulu Doma and that of no people from the grid and go and rebury it because that's the project. Thank you very much.
Bombay and Cape Town people say Zulu Doma and say Stockton too need to be reburied. Let's see. Let's take 2 more because time. We got to be out of here. Good morning.
Good morning, Abu.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Saki, and I joined you this morning for two community. Yeah, Abu, the issue of corruption, what I say is corrupt because you know he's sitting in the chair as president. He received 10 million dollars and what he carry that money? You don't tap it today. So 200,000, when we go to that in Ghana, 3 months they come out in the country. They all call you don't tap in the country, you don't tap it. Today it's starting to start free.
How about the inauguration money?
That even the best boy got out here, with a silver hair. He stepped out there and get a best money to share in the community. He made money what it's trying to do. So he put out there. When you talk about money, you don't even take the camel to get the guy and ask you as president. You start taking all that responsible money in the place. You are so that I got corruption with $280 million. $280,000. Right now, we have community that on the journal to the SKD.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning. Lastly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry. Well, my name is Basini. I'm only to Patrick. Well, I'm appealing to the president as well to rebury in Western Port. I mean, Western.
Who, Tomo Western?
Tomo Western. All guys need burial because we were killed in a coup as that case at the time.
But we got money for all our money being in house. So why would
okay, Papa get money because the thing I ain't forcing is running with it. So I believe that money.
So you spend all the country money on Debale Bene reburied?
Hold on, representation I declare for the money. I think the representative for keep that man is not that way because even if small grant together, there is no children in the one of reconcile for the Regibana. Breaking some of your act when you know what you said to put them together. You got reconciliation. So that's it. You just have to control with it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. You know that they want rebury Caesar Dennis too. Oh my God. Look, folks, you know, we've told you that look, we're gonna do ours differently, and we're gonna keep putting the light on the issues that put on all of us welfare and well-being. The government, whether you like it or not, is not proceeding rightly. In fact, the government has left the road. They've left the track, and you know when they didn't even start on the track. They said they were trained, right? You can hear them talking about rescue train, no. So they said they were trained, but the thing they were not even trained, right? But they said it was something. So as soon they didn't even get there, said they start taking the poor money. So tell you clearly that they came for the country money. My man, we know reformist government. We know how reformist government can get to the ground and kick the ground running. We know. Now these thieves, these criminals. Look, we have sacrificed already. We finished laying our head at 6 years. We're not expecting any. All year we got to be here. We say the truth. We hold the government feet to the fire and things. And we've told you that look, for us to keep doing this job, Liberian people got to take ownership. The people of this country got to take ownership because trust us, when voices like ours fades or goes, for whatever reason, look, the critical things, too many things people want to do to this country, they can't do it because they know they're sharp mouth picking like us stay around. But they're making the government, they're making the economy bad, terrible. For business to thrive in this country now is disastrous. We ourselves. It's not even about telling people, oh, don't get the contract. The people not even get a contract said to give you. Mm-hmm. It's not even there. Because the people not making money. And when the people make money, at times they will say, oh, let's do public relation contract or advertisement contract on the radio. Right? But it's not there. The people not even making money. So we are challenged. These conversations are challenging. I mean, to keep them, to sustain them, is challenging. So it's going to be, we're talking about a national endeavor. It's a form of campaign to sustain and maintain the voices, to continuously checkmate and expose these people so that you are aware and you have the tools to engage your oppressors. We are not the one, they know they can't compromise us with any kind of thing. Oh, let them put them on the other thing going, let put them on. No, we ain't get time for it. We already say we ain't get time. We could just decide, oh, the thing here, I whole says here, then now one more, then now two more. And we jump to our minute. We start talking, oh, let's give Baga a chance, blah, blah, blah. Taking all kind of thing, doctoring it, putting it up. And then the next time, Kun going China, Kun say, oh, you got Abu Mama, you cannot go. But we are saying we're not going to compromise the Labrampo interest for China to go tell you how China get 500 skyscraper. We don't need to go tell you. So when we tell you, say, oh, China get modern skyscraper, that will put food on your table. We want to stay here talking about the issues that's preventing or are limiting the chances of you having a decent meal a day in your own country. What your mind, your papa born you. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. You're on our voice this morning. You on that Tesla coming to town. You coming hustle. You don't even know who you coming hustle on, whether it will succeed or not. You just blank. In your own country, you're not even in foreign country. You don't get hope. You have a system, you have a government in charge that care less about you. The past stealing, the man stealing, the children stealing, the nephew stealing, the uncle. What kind of man brought your whole family in the government? Remember, a whole family in the government to tell you, say, all of them, you want knock out, they go sit down. This is what you have, and you call Baka fighting corruption. That man looking serious to you. But here, we got to go, man.
We will be here on tomorrow for the midweek edition of the program right here on the Freedom Morning Ras. Just so you know, officially, the transfer window across Europe has officially opened. So Barcelona is at the verge of capturing the signature of Nico Williams. Though there have been some other issues coming up.
Say you don't get money again.
No, that is in the past.
No, it says even they want no
so
money.
Barcelona have the auditors have given Barcelona a guarantee that the 100 million VIP seats is going to take the team to the one requirement by the Spanish Football Federation. But again, Manchester United is struggling to get her second.
We want to be reburied.
So we'll be here on tomorrow. Liberia will not burn. Let's keep the peace of Liberia until we are here tomorrow.
Yeah, also get late drive away of my late drive away of my rescuing the day body. When they finish rescuing the day body, then they will come to my people will see you tomorrow. Yeah.